Hey guys, I'm back. Welcome back to Melanie Loves Death Metal. Was gone for another week. That was not planned, by the way. Just last week was awful with work. And then I was gone all weekend on a trip with my family for an event that we had to go to. So, finally able to find some time to record today. So, I decided to bring back Death Metal Tape Tuesday. A series that I used to do a while ago where I was just showing off my tape collection that I currently owned and what I already had. And then I stopped doing it after I got through my whole entire collection. But now I'm getting, stacks of tapes in, not stacks, but lots of tapes in over the weeks that I haven't shown on here and that I haven't been putting in collection updates because it's just been a lot. So I figured why not just dedicate Death Metal Tape Tuesday to that, so it'd be similar to a collection update but just tapes only. So anyway, there's my dog again. This is gonna happen frequently. She'll probably start barking and being loud as shit too because I'm recording. That's what always happens. So I have a bunch of tapes to show today. One of them is technically not a death metal tape, but we'll get to that and we'll talk about it. But I do want to start off with two tapes that I got from Gurgling Gore. As you guys know, Gurgling Gore I've shown off a lot on here. So yeah. Two new releases. One of them you already saw in an unboxing video, and you found out that in that unboxing video, my tape was completely destroyed because the post office decided to just take a package that was very well labeled, I will say, very well labeled, fragile, do not stomp on this, and they still took it and they still stomped on it anyway. Well, I reached out to Big Daddy Gore and told him, like, hey, this came broken. If you have extra ones, that's totally fine. If not, I'll just buy it again from the band or from this band. And he was like, yeah, I got an extra one. I'll send it to you. It won't be the same tape color. I was like, I don't care. So he did send me an extra one. So that was nice. Thank you very much for that. So I got this back. This is Plasmodulated. Michael Colby, Warflurch. This is his side project, his side solo death metal project. I got the green tape this time. It came completely fine. Sounds great. Looks great. The last one, as you saw, was red. I don't care about tape color, so I was happy that I was able to get an extra copy in. Really cool album artwork by Gruesome Graphics. You should follow him on Instagram if you do not. He does awesome artwork for a lot of these bands I show off. And again, it's a really, really good solo project. It's death metal. He wrote everything with the exception of a couple guitar solos from the guy from Pale Gaze and then somebody from Fix My Face. So yeah, awesome. It's an awesome. I don't know. Is this considered a demo, full length? I don't know. I'm bad at that stuff. So anyway, check this out. He actually himself, Mike, got copies of these and they are available on Bandcamp. So if you notice that they're sold out on Gurgling Gore, he has them on his Bandcamp, so I will link that. So this is really good. I really enjoyed it. It's fun. It's got some great guitar soloing in there. Really good first debut from him. And then next in that package was actually a release that was being shipped, but he was nice and threw that in there with it. Another new release that Gurgling Gore just put out, and I don't know if this is sold out or not. I can't remember, but I will link the Bandcamp, and then Gurgling Gore has their own website, so you should go check it out. This is a new death metal, death grind super group, I would like to call it, called Paranoia Apparition. This is called Phantasmic Visions. So 3 guys in here. Garrett from Maul is on vocals. Brennan from Fluids and Thorn is on drums, and then Evan Thomas from Gada and Hemdale, I'm not too familiar with the bands, sorry about that, I need to go check that out, is on drums, and then this was mixed and mastered by Mike from Warflurch. So a really, really cool death grind project. I really enjoy this. It rips. It's so good. I've been listening to this a lot. It comes in this interesting packaging, this is different. Gurgling Gore hasn't really done anything like this. It reminds me of some of the releases I've gotten from Noxious Ruin. So it opens up like that. Here's the pretty pink fluorescent tape with the purple ink, and then there you go, it opens up. There is some guest vocals from Jamie, who is in Hot Graves, and then he has another band called the Absentia. I think I said that wrong. he is also on this, and that song is awesome. So this is a really cool death grind side project from all these guys in the underground death metal scene that I'm very familiar with. Obviously, I show off a lot of their stuff on here, so check this out. It is a really, really fun listen. I've been listening to this a lot. And for anybody that would like a free copy on Bandcamp, pause it. That's yours. I'm not going to use that since I already have it. And there you go. So those are my 2 releases that I got from Gurgling Gore. So again, check out Gurgling Gore if you haven't. I talk about them all the time on here. Puts out amazing releases. There are 2 new releases, I believe, that just happened within the last week. So go ahead and check those out. So the next thing that I got is something that I already showed in the unboxing, but I haven't talked about it yet. And I've gotten a couple of weeks now to listen to it and be able to talk about it a little bit more on here. This is the new Pestilength full length on Goat Throne Records called Basom, Gyphos. Fucking no, I'm so bad at this stuff. So this is in collaboration with Sentient Ruin and then also Nuclear Winter. So there's a CD, there's a vinyl, and then the tapes were Goat Throne. So I got mine through Goat Throne. They actually, a member of this band reached out to me. He's like, hey, you should check this out. You should listen to it. I sat on it for a little while, and then I finally, when I was able to use money again and put some extra money into my collection, I bought it and I've been listening to it. So this is a very the band is from Spain, I should say. This is blackened death metal to a T. Very dark, dissonant blackened death metal. It is a very, very good album. I think somebody from Bluthaus Nord, the main guy, I believe, I can't remember, actually even shared this on their Instagram. So it's making waves in the scene. I've seen it all over the place, and it's getting high praise, and it deserves it. It is a very good album. So if you're into that really dissonant blackened death metal, you'll really enjoy this album. So this is probably going to be a top release for a lot of people this year. I believe this is their second full length. I have not heard their first full length at all. So the second full length came out like 2 or 3 years ago, but this just came out this year. So check it out. It is really, really good. I'm glad that I got it. So thank you for the suggestion, for listening to it. I finally got around to it, and I definitely planning on posting that on Instagram so people will see this, because not everybody watches my videos. The next is just an awesome release. This is so good. I've been really into grindcore lately. I've been getting a little bit more, tipping my toes in there, getting a little bit more wet. That was a bad statement. Dipping my toes into grindcore a little bit more lately. Not crazy into it, but like when I see something and I listen to it, I've been buying it. So I showed this off a couple weeks ago, the new Mephitic Corpse on Headsplit Records. A member of this band is in this band, which is called Necropsy, blah, Odor. Fucking, I can't talk. Tales from the Tepid Cavity. This is grindcore, death grind, filthy, nasty, raw death grind. It is so fun. It's so good. So I finally got this from Headsplit. It comes on this little pink fluorescent tape, which I love the pink tapes that are coming out. And if you like bands like, I'm blanking now, Pharmacist, stuff like that, you'll really enjoy this. Yeah, I think you can tell it's like that gore grind, death grind feel. Some amazing imagery right there. So this is sold out, and I don't know where you can find it elsewhere other than maybe Discogs. You might get lucky, but although I've seen it on Discogs for stupid prices, don't pay that. Headsplit probably will repress this. It came out last year, so it's not a new release from this year. So I don't know if it's been repressed several times or not yet, but Headsplit is pretty good about repressing their popular titles. So this will probably get repressed. It might be in distros elsewhere. I don't know. If I'm able to find it available somewhere, I'll link it. But for me, I think I might have snagged like the very last copy of this, because I've noticed that it's just totally sold out everywhere else. So definitely worth it. But if you're able to find these 2 releases, get them. Some really good death grind, that gore grind shit. Not shit, good stuff. It's really good stuff. I really enjoy this. This one is really good. I've been listening to that a lot. It's been going on my loudspeakers and blasting, and it's a short listen. It's a very short listen. So you just flip the tape over and re-listen to it. Next is, and I feel like I have not talked about Life After Death in a long time. I know I bought stuff from him lately. I have not shown it on here. So there's a couple of albums that I haven't shown yet, and that's because admittedly I haven't really listened to them yet. So I'll make sure to put them in the next Death Metal Tape Tuesday. But this one is a new release that just came out this year. It is a split between a band that I'm very familiar with that I absolutely love, and then a band that I'm not familiar with. So this is the new Self-Loathing Mudlung split, Malefic, Hallucinations. Self-Loathing is a band out of Ohio, and I have one of their 7-inch EPs that came out last year that's phenomenal. So good. So if you're looking for that, Life After Death still has that. And then Mudlung is a band, again, that I'm not too familiar with. I know that they are from Minnesota, and I've never heard them up until now. So both sides are really good. Both sides are just that filthy HM2 dirty death metal. A nice blue tape with this like green Norelco case, and then this awesome artwork. So right there. So yeah, this is a really good release. It's still available. I'll link it. It's on Bandcamp, but you should also just buy directly through his website because Bandcamp takes ridiculous fees out. It's just ridiculous. So this is a really good split. 2 songs each on each side. For me, not knowing who Mudlung was, this is the first time I ever heard them, I'm a new fan. So I believe they only have one other EP out besides this. I might be wrong about that. So, but again, I'm not too familiar with them. But Self-Loathing, again, they released another release last year on Life After Death, and I loved it. There's my dog barking. So yeah, check this out. It is really good. It's a really, really good split. Both sides are phenomenal. Like I said, it's only 2 songs each, so it's not a huge dedicated listening. But it's a really fun tape. And again, you should check that out. He releases great stuff. A lot of stuff that is unknown. I've never heard of these bands. Really, truly underground. So you should definitely go over there. Life After Death always is releasing stuff. Just tons of stuff all year round. Alright, so the next one is 2 releases that I got from Transylvania Recordings. I also feel like, I know I talked about them a couple weeks ago with Tellurific, the new Tellurific release. But 2 new releases I finally got around to listening to and buying. So the first one is death metal. This is the new Malignant. I think is this an EP? Yeah, second EP. Called Reign of Decrepitude. Malignant is a band out of LA. And this is really good. I love this album. I saw it picking up some steam. It was trending pretty high on Bandcamp one day, and I was like, hey, I didn't realize Transylvania Recordings had released new stuff. They release new stuff all the time too. That is another label that I have been having a hard time keeping up with because it's just been like 5 bands being released at once. Just there's tons of stuff. So there's tons of stuff I have not listened to yet, but I finally got around to this. It comes on a green tape, and this is really good. I really enjoyed this. You gotta listen to it, and it's definitely worthy of the praise it's been getting. I think this has been, is it on Decibel? I can't remember. It's been in the metal blogs and stuff like that, but it is very good. Like I said, the band is from LA, right? I said that? Yeah, they're from LA. Yeah, just really good. The album artwork is by Lucas Court, which I've talked about on here. He's an awesome artist. Check him out as well. So that album artwork is awesome. I love it. Come on, camera. Zoom in. Get in there. No, you're not going to focus. All right, well, anyway, this is a really good release. Transylvania Recordings, again, is another label that just pumps out amazing underground bands, and then they move on to other things. And just, you should check them out. I have a whole video dedicated to them. I have so many of their releases. It's ridiculous. So check them out. I think Bandcamp Friday this last week, they released a ton of stuff again, too. Like 3 or 4 new releases. So I need to dedicate some time and go back there. There's my other dog now. They're just in and out today. And then finally, well, not finally, the next tape that I got in that package from Transylvania Recordings is not a death metal record. It is a drone, doom, noise, sludge, ambient album. And this is not something I would normally buy. However, I'll tell you why I got it and why I actually listened to it. I was so disappointed with the new Blood and Incantation album. Yes, I knew it was going to be ambient. Everybody fucking knew it was going to be ambient, alright? If you didn't know, then that's on you. They were so open and honest about it. And ambient music is not a thing that I'm a professional in. I don't listen to a lot of it. I couldn't even name a band or anything like that. Some people were comparing it to other things that I had never heard of. Whatever. My expectations may have been a little bit high. I was hoping it to be like epic ambience, similar to a lot of black metal that they have out there. I don't know. I just didn't enjoy the album. It's totally fine if you did. Whatever. I've listened to it several times. It's not my thing. I've tried listening to it, like Matt from the Dark Path said, listen to it in order of sequence after all their albums. You'll get it. I tried it, hated it, don't like it, whatever. That's just my thing. Well, we got into this big discussion, a chat that I'm in, about, you know, the ambient music, the drone, whatever, and who does it well. And this was trending very, very high on Bandcamp. And you look at it and you're like, that's a death metal or a black metal record. Probably black metal. You assume that that's probably what it's going to be. And it is not. So this is called an Evening Redness. This is just a self-titled Evening Redness. It's been on Decibel. They premiered it. And it's just been highly praised. It is very good. I really enjoyed this. There's a lot of variance in this record, whereas the Blood Incantation, there was not enough variance for me. I was bored. I just couldn't get there. But again, if you liked that record, that's totally fine. Chill out. I'm not telling you can't. This has, you know, some vocals, a beautiful woman singer in there. Just a lot of variance. There's a lot of ups and downs and peaks and valleys with this. So again, not a death metal record, but again, check this out if you're looking for something new, different. It was a nice palate cleanse, because I do need the palate cleanser from time to time from just, you know, standard death metal. And I've been doing that a lot lately to the point of where I think I might actually start another channel that is like just Melanie Loves Music, because I've been listening to so much other stuff that's not just death metal lately. And buying so much stuff that's not death metal lately that I want to talk about and show off. Wouldn't make much sense to do it on this channel. So I might think about it. I'll do it. But yeah, here's the J card. This is really good. I think they're a 2-piece as far as I understand. I don't know where they're from. They don't have like a metal archives page or anything like that. And immediately I didn't try very hard to research and figure out where they were from or what other records they had out or anything like that. But I'll link the Transylvanian Recordings site for you to listen to. Try it out, see if you like it. Let me know if you've heard this. It's really good. I really like it. This will probably be one of my favorite releases to come out this year. I've been popping this on a lot lately, these last couple of weeks, just when I'm in the mood for just some music to be played in the background while I'm getting things done, while I'm doing stuff with my distro, which my room is a freaking disaster because I've been doing stuff with my distro. I've got tons of stuff here that I need to pack into orders and stuff. So it's been a nice, like I said, palate cleanser. It's very good. If you are a fan of I forget what the hell that blog name is, Angry Metal Fan or whatever the hell it is, they gave it a 2 out of 5. That was too low, but they hate everything. So again, it was really good. So finally, the last thing that I have to show is something I've been waiting for, so I'm glad I finally got it. Band out of Illinois. Their recent demo that came out last year on Sewer Records. They now have a new EP out on Caligari. This is Cryptum with Vile Emergence. And then the cover art is done by Rottinghead Latif, who did my artwork and is currently working on artwork for my distro. So that's coming. I'm waiting for it. He's making a logo and some artwork. I'm planning on making merch with it and stuff like that, and I'm really excited. So that is coming. I know people have been asking, like, are you ever going to get that done? Are you ever going to make your distro, like, for real? Yes, I'm just waiting. It's been commissioned out. I'm just waiting to get that. So this is really good. Really good death metal record, a really good EP. Like I said, their first demo was out last year on Sewer Rot, and I love this band ever since they released that. So I was excited to see this new release. Definitely some good death metal here. Like I said, band out of Illinois. I believe they're actually from like the Joliet area, which is interesting enough, as where I'm from. I'm from that area, and then also Ken is out in that area as well. So there's a little bit of a hometown bias here. But again, I think it's really great. So they shouted out a bunch of awesome bands on here too, and you can definitely hear some of those influences as well. So I think these are still available on Caligari. I don't know if they've sold out, but they're finally in. I think there was a little bit of a delay there, and I finally got it. So super pumped. Yeah. What's up, Alexa? Of course you're going to go off in my video. So that is all that I have today, guys. Hopefully I can get some more videos out this week. I know I have not done a Black Metal Monday in a while, and I have like about 15 new albums, vinyl that I recently got that I've been listening to nonstop that I want to talk about and show off. And I do want to start doing ranking discography videos, so hopefully I'll get one of those up this week. I'm planning on recording one today, and hopefully I'll have it up tomorrow. But this will be up today if you're watching this Tuesday. So thank you guys for all the support. I'm slowly creeping to 2,000 subscribers. So if you like what you watch on here, subscribe. As soon as I hit 2,000 subscribers, I have another giveaway lined up, and I'm super excited to do it. So, and I'm thinking about just doing a giveaway on my Instagram. So if you don't follow my Instagram, head over there. Yeah, I'm probably going to announce that at the end of this week. Just a random giveaway, just something to get my collaboration going again, because I haven't done one since December. I'm kind of like itching to do those. I love doing giveaways. So, all right, I'll see you guys in the next one.